Hello, I'm Eirini. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Very good, thank you. So we just watched America. Would you like to tell us a little bit about the film, please?
Well, America is a film about love mostly. It's a film about tolerance, but it goes around the journey of an immigrant that comes to the U.S., finds love, community, works really hard, and then gets all of it disrupted by ICE raids. You know, it's art imitating life and life imitating art because we start filming this before the country went into a humanitarian crisis. But now it's what's happening here, and America just got this voice and this power of its own, and because it's so timely, because it's what really is happening to our immigrant community out there.
Is that why you wanted to do this film? Because I know you had a few ideas as to what film you would like to do. Why did you want to do that specific film and that specific theme?
I wanted to do that specific theme because I am an immigrant myself, because it was my way of giving back to my community. Because when we wrote that script, when I asked Ali, the director, to write something, I was in the process of getting my American citizenship. I was literally in the process of getting my interview and I had just applied. So I also felt like immigrant stories are not being told enough. The people who have built this country and keeps going on into building this country, and they're the ones making sure we have food in our tables. They're the ones in the rural areas, doing everything possible to serve this community, to serve this country, and they add so much and they bring so much value to it. And I don't think with all they contribute that we are represented enough on screen and there isn't enough stories about immigrants being told out there. So I wanted to make sure that we did that, and I wanted to make sure that we were authentic by doing that. I wanted to make sure that we would use a real immigrant person. We would use a real Latino person to do that character with an accent, and I wanted to make sure that the accents remain there, that stayed there, because it's authentic. This is who we are. And I feel like every time we're talking about Latino, they're always drug cartels. But no, Latino people do so much for this country. I mean, if you really think about every piece of meat that's getting to our table, it's a Latino entrepreneur doing that for this country, for this community. So I want those stories to be um, told more often, and I could start with America.
I know you were a producer in it and also an actor. How was it wearing the two different hats?
That was the hardest part. I had to work on finding the places to shoot, the locations and casting. I did the casting myself. I had to find the director. I had to put all the pieces together. But eventually, I brought a very talented team that I could trust. And I told them, while I'm filming, just forget I'm a producer. Just tell me, just treat me as an actor here. That's all I am. And I had to let go of the hat from the moment we start shooting and really just focus on character, on bringing that character to life and being truthful and being very present. And I just had to really trust the team that I brought together, and I couldn't be more grateful for them.
And that was the film you were actually in it as an actor. And congratulations, it was amazing, especially the scene in the end. Oh my god.
Thank you. Yeah, they seen at the end is very touching, and it's probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life because I've never experienced grief in my life, so I had to resource in something else to bring that real emotion, that truth that I brought to the screen. And I've been comparing it to the feeling of coming out. It was like coming out again, and it was really hard, but I'm very happy with this film, and mostly important now that the film is out and people get to experience that, and I get to see feedbacks, and I get to have people writing me, especially immigrants writing me in Latino community, telling me what the film did to them. It just makes me so proud because my purpose is not really what I do, it's what happens to other people when I do what I do. And I think that is the most rewarding thing, and I think this film is really transforming and healing other people, especially our immigrant community that's suffering and struggling right now with the attacks they're facing in this country right now. So that really just makes me really proud and really happy that I got to tell a story that is healing them, that's making them feel safe and heard, and makes them feel like that there is other people fighting for them and speaking up and trying to do something to bring the change that needs to happen.
And how has your Jehovah's Witness background, how has that helped you for your career and into that film in general? What kind of work ethics have you received from that background?
I mean, growing up as Jehovah Witness, I'm no longer a Jehovah Witness, but growing up as one brought me that purpose into doing things for others and to help other people, you know. And I also think it brought me my moral and my ethics, my work ethic, and most importantly, brought me discipline, and that's a discipline that allowed me to thrive and to succeed in everything I've been doing in my life, whereas was modeling or being an entrepreneur or developing a business or even bringing this film to life. So I'm forever grateful for what I've learned there, and I took all the good with me, and what didn't serve me and what didn't help me, I left behind.
And what are you planning to do next? Because you're obviously very talented from what we've seen on the film.
What am I doing next? I really want to keep working as an actor. I hope now people get to see America and see what I can do with my acting. And I hope I get to book more incredible films. There is certain few things aligned already, so fingers crossed they move forward. But I also want to keep producing. I think producing this film was very important for me and showed me that I can create opportunities for others that wasn't given to myself, wasn't given to me, and I want to do that for other people. I want to create more opportunities for Latino, for immigrants, to tell more of those stories that represents my community, and I think it needs to be said. Um, but that's the future. I'll be a producer. I'll keep going as an actor, and I'll keep doing whatever my heart calls me to do.
I wish you the best and thank you so much for speaking to me. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here tonight.